Hello, Stoney fam. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another episode, guys. I hope everyone had an amazing 420 as well. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. I've had kind of like a dry throat this morning. I keep trying to get rid of it, but there's nothing I really can do, so we're going to have a raspy voice today. That is what it is. So speaking of 420, this is probably the first year in actually a couple years that I've actually been able to enjoy it and be able to actually be a part of the ceremonies. I think I said that word like 4 times, but yeah, I've never been able to partake in any of the festivities in the past couple years because usually I'm working those days. When you work in the industry and you are a bud tender especially, you really do not get that day off. You're very lucky if you get that day off because anytime I've been a bud tender and it's been 420, I've had to work. The first place I ever worked at, they prepared us for this for like a while. They talked about it and they had planned everything through and through about how the event was going to go, and they'd made it very clear it was mandatory. Like, you could not call that day out. You could not come in for any other reason. Like, you had to come into work. I would say 420 is very comparable to like busyness as to like Black Friday. I feel like when everybody's like out shopping and the shops are very packed, I feel like 420 is similar to that. The only difference is people aren't arguing with each other and like fighting for products and other things because it does not happen in a dispensary. I've never seen that happen. I have seen customers get angry and uptight with like the bud tenders or about the product itself, but never with another customer. Or patient, they could be a patient as well. So if you know anybody that is working in the industry and had to work on that day, give them a big round of applause and congratulate them for all of their hard work because it is a very, very tough day. And yeah, like I said, people are a lot more in a better mood than they would be during Black Friday shopping, but people still are like in the groove of their own rhythm. Like, they don't want to be having to wait a long time for whatever they're going to be buying. Nobody likes having to wait a long time. So, and I remember another job that I'd worked at, I had to do reception that day and act as security. So I didn't have to be a bud tender that day, which I felt was a little less stressful than being a bud tender during 420 because you're just constantly going. And it's the same for the door too, but like your conversations are very limited. You're really just opening and letting someone in, checking their IDs, checking their, information. If they're trying to sign up for a medical card, you're helping them do that or sign up for their program with their medical card because you have to have a medical card to be in the medical program, whatever. And when I think back to years and years ago, I can't really recall what I did for a lot of 420s. Like, I want to say I spent a good amount of time just getting baked at home and just enjoying the day. I know that I did go to HempFest a couple of times, but that wasn't for 420. I kind of stopped going to that because a lot of the people from the community, like Tumblr and stuff like that, that used to go, that I would try to meet up with and everything, I hadn't seen anybody in a while. And I always had to work. A lot of the time I was working before I was able to put a lot of my full time into social media and marketing and doing what I do for myself as well as now for another company. It's difficult trying to juggle all those things at once. So a lot of the time if I had a day off, I just wanted to relax. I didn't feel like going out and doing much of anything. But this year I had a super amazing time. I did share a mini vlog up on my YouTube channel if you're interested in checking that out. If not, I also have a reel posted on my Instagram so you can see what our day was like. Me and my best friend and my boyfriend, we all had a really good time at this Pirate Girls shop that I'd never been to before. It was my first time. I cannot wait to go back. They have a lot of goodies and really fun pieces that I have to add to my collection. But I did grab a few things while I was there, so I'm going to be posting those very soon to share with you guys. And I don't know about you guys, but the day after 420, I was so tired. It felt like I had a literal cannabis hangover, and I hadn't had one in the longest time. Usually if I ever feel that, it's from eating too many edibles the day before or the night before. So I was very, very sleepy, and we had an event the very next day early in the morning. So I had to get up, get ready, help carry my friend's table and all of her stuff with us so we could go to the event. And it was a really fun time too, even though I started off very, very tired. The coffee that was there definitely helped me. But yeah, if you've never experienced going out and dispo hopping during 420, I suggest doing so because that is the one time of the year where there's some really good deals going on. They'll have some really fun pop-ups going on, different vendors, sometimes food trucks. Usually they'll have those too. I love a good food truck. Who doesn't love some good food and some good weed? We all love that. I also got a new bong I'm excited to share with you guys. I have not yet, but I will very soon. Hint, it's going to be perfect for the beach and in the water. I'm super excited to use that. And there were a lot of events going on this past week. And for 420, I saw some crazy stuff going on way out in like California and stuff like that. And just people smoking those like ginormous blunts or whatever. I've always wondered what that would be like. But I also, like, a huge part of me just knows I could not want to waste that much weed. Like, if it's not mine, I'm down to try it. But I'm not using all my weed to do that. That was like, I've seen people do like pounds of it in a giant thing, and it's just like, my tolerance would be screwed for like a month plus. No thank you. I would love to try something someday, because I like to try new things, but I don't see myself in the future ever rolling up something that fucking big and trying to smoke it. I think it's really fun to see other people do it though, but sometimes it's like, what do you guys like? It's kind of stupid because you'll see the whole thing just burning up, and it's like lighting perfectly, but then when they go to hit it, like nothing is coming out. So I'm just like, are you even getting a hit of this? Is this just for show? Because I'd be pretty pissed if I just wasted all that weed and you can't even get a hit from it. I would be like taking stuff out of it. And I'm not like a fiend, I can afford cannabis, but I'm not going to waste thousands of dollars on it to fucking burn it. That's kind of stupid. On anything, at all, to be honest. Like, that's just my opinion, I guess. But I think it's really cool to see. I love seeing what people are doing, when they try to find new ways of smoking. Or like, even better when I see people roll like these really intricate designs, or like these big objects that you'd look at them first glance and would not even question at all that it's smokable, let alone that it's a joint. Like, you wouldn't think of it at all. So I think that that's really cool, and it's a really cool talent that people have. It's also a form of art. I find that that's also creative and very artistic to be able to make stuff like that. I cannot create things like that. I draw, but that's about it. I do other things that are artistic, but rolling art is not something I can do. I highly applaud all those people that can do that. No pun intended, but also pun intended. Now that it is warmer out, I can execute my idea very soon that I'm eager to try. Although it is a bit scary, because I've been told, people who have tried it, that they've choked a lot and like almost choked on some water at the same time. But you know what? I'm down to try it. You only live once. Let's try some fun things and see what happens. I mean, don't take that 100% too literally. Like, don't try everything, but things that make you happy. Fuck it. Try it. You only really live once. So why wait to try it later? Do it now. Do it when you feel like you want to do something. Try it. So I am very excited to share with you guys when I end up doing that. I don't want to give away too much, because then you'll know exactly what I'm trying to do. And I want to keep it a surprise. But hint, it does involve water. And I don't know how to swim very well. So I don't know how well that's going to go, but we'll see. And speaking of trying new things, when it comes to cannabis, there are actually a few things I still have not tried yet. I've always wanted to try to hit my bong upside down. I've seen 2 people in my lifetime do it. They're wicked talented, and seems like they've practiced a lot and like have very good upper body strength. I definitely do not. I have good lower body strength. Like, my legs are very strong, but when it comes to my arms, I got noodle arms. So I don't know how well I could do that. But with maybe some help, I could, angle myself already upside down and have someone hand it to me. I really do want to try it, because that seems like fun. Although I have a weird fear that I'm going to just fall on my face and like impale it with my bong. But, wouldn't be the first time I've almost impaled myself with my bong. I did almost fall down the stairs. I tripped down one of the steps and almost impaled myself with my bong. That was pretty fucking terrifying. And I feel like that would be the only way somebody could say they've died from cannabis. Because I don't know a single person that's died from smoking weed. I mean, maybe if you impale yourself with a bong, like I almost did. But other than that, you don't think you're dying. And I'll get weird comments on my YouTube videos about that. It's the only platform at all that anybody comments negatively about my cannabis use. And there'll be people in the comments like, you need Jesus. You need to stop smoking weed. You're going to die. I'm like, I am good. I am not going to die. Thank you. Thanks for your concern, random citizen. It just blows my mind that people still don't have any idea what cannabis is. Like, they just think it is a drug and that's it. They have no idea what benefits it actually can bring to people. And that makes me sad because there's so much knowledge out there that people could easily obtain for themselves. But if they can't find it for themselves, I like to try to speak for myself and give out more information that I can put into the world, and hopefully somebody can grab some and learn from it, because we don't need any more hate and stigma against and around this plant. Like, this has been too many decades of it, and it really does benefit and help other people, so we can't deny that. Even the people that don't enjoy it and are very against it should at least acknowledge the fact that it is beneficial and medicinal in many ways. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to probably wrap this up. But before I do, I did want to say really quick that I'm eager to see what's going to happen in the future and how many more, doors are going to open up for the industry and the people in the community, and what more we can do once the, social consumption lounges, like other things, are opening up in more states, and what we can do. Like, there'll be more stuff we can do for these events, and more business opportunities, more connections. And I feel like all of that aside, the stigma is just getting less and less, and people can try to understand the plant better and the people that consume it better. So that's all I want to talk about with you guys today. I hope that, again, I hope everyone had an amazing 420, whatever, regardless of what you did. I hope that you were very lit when you did it, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Happy Monday, and I'll be looking forward to talking with you guys again soon. Cheers.